Hello and welcome back to another 1-to-1 of Heroes and Hijinks Season 2 of Trinket and Trickery, and I'm joined by our last player of the five, Tim.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. It's not quite as ferociously hot today, so I don't need a fan next to me.
It's fine. Just burn me, and then we'll be fine.
Be careful what you wish for.
I'm good for kindling, that's all I'm going to say.
Okie dokie. Right. And we'll begin this one-shot back on the coast of Anstrathine on the west coast, along past Thorn River and up, but we are going to be pulling slightly eastward towards the Emadam Forest as we find ourselves off the main road to Daggerford, which is just south of Thorn River. Night stretching out overhead, and we arrive at the abandoned ruins of an old windmill. As we see setting up camp, Tim, please introduce your character.
So Gwydion is kind of keeping his hood up, he's quite a thin-looking person. My God. Is trying to hide the piecemeal armor he's got around him with the drabs of clothing, but definitely keeping his head up to, in case anyone does come by, they don't see his face straight away. And is using the ruins of the windmill to kind of keep the wind off him as he's setting up the shelter, but making sure that if a fire is lit, that there is going to be no glowing emerging from the top of the windmill. There's not going to be a random villager going, the windmill's on fire again. There's not going to be that. So is carefully going around doing that, and will also be making sure that any tracks that he kicked into the dirt and the ground is just covered up as much as he can, to try and have a restful-ish night's sleep.
Brilliant. And as you're getting set up, you also have something else in your possession, which is your payment from your last job, which was actually taking out a hunter who had a predilection for targeting vulnerable creatures on the outskirts of the Emadam Forest, and it was actually the Treeline Watch, those elves and centaurs and Firbolg who patrol the outskirts of the Emadam Forest that had put out the bounty for this hunter. And the camp that you'd stumbled across when you had to take him out was a mess of alchemy and cages and corpses. But you were paid handsomely for it, 300 gold pieces.
Ooh. Watch me fritter it away.
And it was as you were collecting your payment, you heard whispers of two things. One was a rumor about a false hydra stalking the lands nearby. The other was actually a contract for a man named Sarek. All that's known is that he is some sort of diviner, some sort of mage. But there's another affiliation that you recognize, as he is apparently a follower of Celia, the goddess of illusion, which is one of a cohort of gods that you are well acquainted with. Mm-hmm. The followers known as the Scions of the Gravebound.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go for Sarek's.
Sarek.
Yeah.
And he apparently has taken up residence in Daggerford. Apparently helping some sort of raiders group or smugglers, you're not sure which. It was all speculative in the information that you got. But Daggerford seems like a solid place to start. Hence, on your road to there and taking a rest stop. Roll me a perception.
that's not a D20. That's a D20. Yeah, that's a 3 plus 8 for another.
Okay. You don't notice anything. It is calm. It is a peaceful night. Chance to take stock.
I'll write a small bit in a small entry into my diary, noticing reflecting on the state that I found the camp in, and the alchemy and the cages and the not just the senseless loss of life that happened there, but the scarring of the souls of the creatures that were there in the manner that it happened. This was a profane form of death that happened to them, and that doesn't sit quite right.
As you are sat up writing, you hear the unmistakable straining of a bowstring and a bolt locking into place.
I snuff out any light around me. Do I get the sense that the straining in this bolt is this person is right behind me?
It's not right behind you to where they could like press the crossbow to your neck,
Yeah.
but close.
I snuff out the lights and just calmly say, "You must have had a really long. Would you like some food, some rations, some water?"
Roll me another perception check just before I do this.
Natural 20 for a 28.
Oh, baby! Okay. It's at this point you start to get the scent of something. It is lilac and gooseberries. It's very florid and floral, but it's a scent that you recognize. Because somewhere underneath it you can also smell cheap whiskey.
Yeah.
And you just hear the word said, "Fancy seeing you on the road, D."
Nate, put it down and just come sit down, please.
And your fast friend Nathaniel Molnell does. You hear it like the bolt taken out, the bow put at ease, just the chunk as he sets it down against the stone wall, and he just flops down in front of you, this Shadarkai elf.
I offer him some of my tea that is still somewhat piping warm. Like, would you like this or would you like something stronger?
You know me, something stronger.
And I reach around and I have, like, I find a small wineskin that's got, like, the dregs of some nice strong rum that needs refilling. It's like, will this do for now?
Beggars can't be choosers.
There you go.
He just grabs it.
I realise I need to refill it and probably clean out the wines as well.
Yep.
Yes.
Damn, that tastes like a centaur's ass.
Well, yes. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers around here. So,
I mean, that's true.
When I'm next in town, I will make sure I get some good rum.
So what have you been up to?
Usual. Just got paid for dealing with some unfortunate individual who decided to try and kill a load of animals and experiment with them and all that. So a bit of money, which is always nice. Hint of a contract, and Daggerfoots are heading that way. How about you, darling?
Funny enough, I got my own contract in Old Borough. And could probably use some help.
Okay, I'll bite that. What have they done? And do they actually need to be alive, or do they need to be dead?
Oh no, this ain't no capture, it's a kill.
Okay, right, that's a little easier then. What have they
Turns
done?
Some rogue raider's been found in the village. Got a strong bounty on his head. And, I figured I'd collect. Name's
Name?
Butcher.
Oh. Well, we can certainly find the butcher and take him to an appetite.
I knew I could count on you.
And I'm 100% sure that you can have the finder's fee and all that.
Oh shoot. No, we'll split it 50-50.
I was gonna say I'll take whatever's on the corpse, to be honest.
Well, that's if anything's on them. Because there's more in that town than just cows and wheat.
Fair.
They got an Ethereum mine?
Oh, go on then.
That's not be the accent. It says they have an Ethereum mine.
Ooh, Ethereum mine. Ooh.
So, Ethereum, you would know, doesn't require a check. It is a mineral that is light blue, glowing, magical, and is used in the enchanting of armor and weapons and manufacture of magical items.
So, if they've got some loose Ethereum around, maybe we can acquire it.
I mean, shoot. You get your hand on enough of that stuff, it don't pay in gold, it pays in platinum.
True, but also think of the things you can do with Ethereum to help you to earn more platinum down the line.
Nah, I'll take the platinum now.
Like, you could do an enchantment onto your crossbow.
What you saying about Doris? She's as good as they come. Don't listen to him, sweetheart.
I'm aware, but would Doris not like some pearls?
I'm sure she might.
We got to, if Doris is going somewhere, you got to make sure they are dressed for the occasion. And since Doris has done so well for you over the years, surely it's right to treat Doris.
You make a valid point.
So if we find any, take some, save, skimp the platinum for now, because I'm sure you'll earn it again, and you can treat Doris.
I like that thinking. I like it.
There
You want to take a rest first?
I would love to get an uninterrupted a couple of hours, if that would.
Yeah, you got it.
I appreciate you. If anything happens, just...
I will say, it's happened a couple of times, but it's been manageable. Your mic, when you speak quietly, does just cut out so there's no sound.
Okay, right, okay, noted.
So yes, Nathaniel allows you to take your first rest. I believe you are you full-blooded elf?
I'm a full-blooded elf.
You are full-blooded elf, so you just need 4 hours.
I technically don't need to sleep, but...
But yeah, so you can get your 4 hours in.
And get my 4 hours in.
As a Shadowkai himself, he only needs the 4 hours as well. So it's just an easy little swap.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Come the next morning, he comes back out of his trance. Oh, damn, sitting in one spot for that long.
Yeah, we should really find somewhere more comfortable to do that, really.
Hey, I didn't pick this place, you picked it.
Again, Would you rather do this against a tree?
Fair point.
Right. Nathaniel will note as they come out of their trance that most of the campus had already been packed down as much as there has been.
Yeah.
It's like we are ready to go.
Right. Let's be going. Be about a half day's journey to get there.
Right, well, wagons roll.
And you do set out. A perception check, if you may.
Yep. That is a 16 plus 8 for a 28.
Oh. Yeah.
Not 28, 24.
24. We can do maths.
Yes.
As you are walking, you notice something across the sky. The shape of a dire raven heading westward.
Daniel, do you see the clouds?
Huh? No, I just... Oh, shit!
You do see that as well, don't you?
Damn. Can't tell whether that's supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah. Shall we head that way?
I mean, it's heading to Thorn River. I gotta go there to pick up the pay once we're done, but...
We'll go to your bit first and head that way.
Yeah. You can't turn up there without any proof of payment, yeah?
Yeah, and who knows if that's a good or bad omen. But just making sure I wasn't the only one that was seeing it.
I mean, it could be both.
True. We'll keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on it. You know, if it changes direction, then or lands in front of it's more important. We'll go with that.
Don't worry. Thars will protect you.
Love you, dogs.
And as you head along, you eventually do come to the outskirts of Oldborough, and before you hit the town, you can smell smoke and old blood.
As I looked at the manual and having the smells just wash over me, I kind of tense up and just very calmly look at the panel and go, we do this quietly and we check before we do anything.
Uh-huh. You just watch as he slices a thumb, which is like a little pointed blade he has got on his, almost like a talon that he wears on his forefinger. He then presses it to just like the underside of the crossbow, and you just watch runes start to glow, and they start to glow bright white as frost just starts to tinge along the front of the crossbow. Rite of Frost. Blunt Hunter shit.
Nice. And we will stealthily approach the town.
Roll me a stealth then, please. I will roll one for Nathaniel. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Ooh, that's a 7 plus 10 for 17.
That's, yeah, it's like ghosts
Yeah.
moseying on into town. The village is carnage. It has been destroyed. There's not a building left standing. Huts are burned out or busted open. There are bodies strewn everywhere. The ground is still dark, where the blood has soaked into the earth. About the only thing in terms of structure left relatively intact is the art skeleton of what looks like a stone prayer house. And as you're heading into town, you nearly trip over one of the bodies. The kid couldn't be more than 19. And just with one solid puncture mark right at the back of the base of his neck. If anything, at least his death was mercifully quick.
As we walk through and head towards the prayer house, Gideon is wordlessly offering prayers for everyone around him, that he sees every body, saying, more thinking, merciful one, may those that have died this day may their journey on the road be fraught with less danger than they encountered in life. May they find solace and comfort in what comes next. And may this prayer be a token of offering to aid them on their journey.
Roll me a religion check.
9 plus 3 for an 11. 12.
Quick maths.
Quick maths.
You're not sure if you imagined it or whether it was real, but you swear you just hear the soft call of a raven somewhere beyond where you are. As you are stood in the middle of this destroyed village, what would you like to do?
Head towards the prayer house, as it's the most intact structure still remaining. Kind of like thinking if that's the most intact structure left, that is most likely where those that wanted to have a bit more safety might have actually retreated to.
Okay. As you head there, you wouldn't. I know something you don't know.
You know lots of things I do not know.
Yeah, that's kind of the point, really, isn't it? Being a DM. Fucking hell. I'm not even going to say to him, cut that, because he'll keep that in.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
17 plus 8 for 25.
25. Okay.
Slower fast maths.
There are 3 things you notice immediately. There was a fight here. There is a trail of blood. But it seems to go further in, as if the fight happened somewhere further, like deeper in the bowels of this building, and then what is currently in front of you crawled out. Is what was once human appears charred and defeated in front of you, but it had been mutated, changed, made monstrous, and you get necromancy from it. That tinge of death in it. And you can identify it just from looking at this. This is some sort of revenant. And then you notice in the far right corner 3 charred husks in the boxer's posed, so often associated with death by fire. Smell of soot and burned pork is pungent in the air still. It's like a miasma clinging to the back of your throat.
I, noticing the trail, will kneel down and I'll summon Lorne and Loathe, and will, just to make sure, decapitate the Revenant in front of me.
Yep, that's completely fair.
And then we'll slowly stand and start walking towards where this fight originated from.
As it, like, with the lingering remnants of that perception check, because it's a 25, you do that, you would expect some sort of, like, ichor or something being an undead. But what spills from the body is not ichor, it's tinged with green rather than just pure black. And the smell is not death, it's the smell of brackish water and undergrowth that has rotted.
I noticed this on the edge of the blades. And kind of just like look to the panel and go, have you encountered anything like this before?
Shit, no, I haven't.
Let's be careful then.
What in the nine hells?
I don't think even the hells would profane to accept what has happened here.
I suppose you're right.
Let's go see where this fight started.
Okay. And you head further in. You go down what would have been the center walkway. There was an altar. You roll me a religion. See if you identify the symbols.
15 plus 3 for an 18.
Okay. 18 will be enough. I just need to pull this up. So you can identify the marks or little altars of 4 gods. Sitani, goddess of the earth. Simica, the goddess of harvests. Priha, the god of trade. And Tael, god of balance. It's clearly not a warmongering people, not a violent people. It was about community and making sure everyone can grow together.
As I'm walking through and I notice the altars before me, my eyes linger on Tael, and for a few moments I am brought back to a memory, a recent memory of similar devastation in such a place. And I tighten my grip on my sickles. A bit more anger rising.
Okay. Is it? I'm going to make him roll an insight. Would a 20 be enough for him to tell?
Yeah.
Nathaniel just like looks as he like comes round, just like checking corners and sees your face. Go, you all right?
There are things that you know that I dislike about those around death. Massacres in holy spaces, especially holy spaces revered for peace and community. This is profane before the gods.
Yep. No cure for greed, though.
And there is one cure for greed.
Hey, I'd argue that death is the greediest of them all.
Death is a debt that we all pay.
Well, unless you're a lich.
Yeah, that's...
I got a point.
Yeah. Once again, you have a point. Have we found a way to kill liches yet?
I haven't. There's no guarantee unless you kill their phylactery, but finding a licher's phylactery is I'm not sure you want to.
Right, the next, whichever one of us kills a lich first, we will discuss this.
I'm not telling you how.
Okay then.
I make more money if I'm the only one that knows how.
What have I paid you in rum? Good rum.
Okay.
A crate of rum.
Now we're talking.
Right. Crate of rum for whoever kills a lich first.
I'll take that bet.
Done.
And he'll nudge open a door that leads into not quite a corridor. It's almost like it's a passing place. So you go in, there's a door immediately on the right that is also open, and then you go down a small set of stairs and there's another door on the left. It just seems to be just a tiny thoroughfare, and there is just detritus everywhere on the floor.
The room immediately on the left, you said?
On the left,
Yeah.
you go down a set of stairs. Rather than a room, its door is open into the catacombs.
Is that where the trail originates from?
Yes.
I will... A bit of a dark vision. Fine. Well...
You should have dark vision.
Yeah, I was debating, like, let us do lights. No, we both have dark vision, we're fine.
Yeah.
We'll go in.
We're elves, we can see.
We're elves, we don't... Who needs light? We're the mortals.
Yeah, you head in, and what's your passive perception? I don't want to make you keep rolling.
My passive perception is... Let me get my fancy... passive perception of 18.
Oh, baby! Okay, so you head in. You notice with the passive that the trail almost starts at the door. There's some sort of pathway, some sort of tracks. Got there eventually. Jesus Christ. They come from further in, but they're the only ones coming out. So this revenant was in this catacomb. The chaos started at the door.
Yeah.
Would an 18 be enough? I'll leave it to you. Are you just looking, or are you actually doing it in depth? Are you investigating?
I would want to make sure that there is nothing else in here first before doing it in depth.
Okay.
Sure.
You want me to roll? With your passive perception being that high, you can search through. There is nothing else of note. It is as quiet as a tomb should be.
Yeah, I will roll.
Roll me an investigation.
That's a 12 plus 3 for a 15.
That is enough. The only thing really out of place is that one of the sarcophagi looks to have been recently disturbed. There is a line where dust was and now isn't.
Are there any holy symbols for a specific deity on the sarcophagi?
Nope.
Are there any identifying names? Or images?
No. It's not named. It's kind of, this is only a small town. When I say sarcophagi, it's not grand opulence like you would expect.
Like simple stone one, like
yeah, very simple.
Yeah,
it's basically just a stone box.
Yeah.
But whilst the lid is currently closed, you can see where the dust has been disturbed.
Yeah. I will push on the lid, try and push it off.
I will have to get you to make athletics, but I will give you advantage because Nathaniel is going to help.
Okie dokie. So that's a 13 and a 17 for a 19.
Okay, cool. That 19 will be sufficient. As you knock it back, you would expect in a place like this, maybe that musty old smell of like bones, but the scent you get is of a far fresher putrefaction. Maybe 4 or 5 days old.
Yeah.
You can tell that they were maybe in their early 20s. And their robes are kind of like starting to rot, the cloth going dun and starting to peel apart. Someone disguised or hid a kill inside someone else's resting place, which is it's not done, it's never done. It is flies in the face of all decency.
I see this, and I have two things going in my head. There's the one part of my brain is thinking, identify what's in the body, who did kill, happened, and all that, and the other part of me is going, we need to rebury them somewhere safe, somewhere that's theirs.
Yeah, and Nathan just kind of looks and goes, "Ugh. Why does everything dead have to stink so bad?"
Water, at least gives you an undisturbed night's rest, at least.
I'll take the disturbance.
I pull the corpse out of the sarcophagi.
Okay.
And Nathaniel will notice this. I do not care about all the ichor that is coming onto me right now. I'm removing them.
Ugh. Okay.
I'm setting them down gently and reverently on the floor.
We ain't gonna have to dig a pit, are we? Oh shoot! Just looking at your face, I know we're gonna have to, don't we?
We're not going to dig a pit. We will. We might need some alcohol. Good whiskey.
I don't do good whiskey.
Can you go check the vestry for me to see if they have any communion?
And I'll see what they got. He'll go and... he does not come back with communion wine. He comes back with mead.
Even better. While he's checking, I will quickly check over the corpse for any symbols, letters, markings, anything to kind of recognize a name or who this person was?
There isn't a name. Bearing the symbol of Malfurion, goddess of death. He was a grave cleric, you would assume.
Recognizing that symbol, and while Nathaniel's not in the room, as I get their body in a position to be ready for what comes, I just whisper to them, you should not have deserved this honor in death, for one that has served Malfurion in life. I hope that what comes next will be seen as a setting of rights.
And you just hear like a little echo off the stones. There's just like sound of a cork being popped and then a gluk, 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 gluk. Someone's filling. And he just comes back. He's got like on one hand like 3 separate like proper cold. It's not like a mason jar, but you know, like bottles. Almost like a oversized Kraken bottle is the only way.
Yeah.
Like 3 of those, and then he's just got like he's put his like flask back in his belt, and then he's just got a cup. And you just drink it from it. It's good shit.
I mean,
just hands them off to you.
I will then pop 2 corks and soak the body in the mead.
Seems like a waste.
And then I will get a bit of tinder and...
No, don't worry about that. Don't need to waste your supplies. And you just see, like, just turns his hand over, and it's almost like smoke and embers starting to catch as he just flicks out a fire bolt. And just as he does it, the body just doesn't go up instantly, but just starts to crackle and burn.
As we stand there, Nathaniel pouring the mead into the bottle, I just turn around and say, honest Malfurion who takes only those who have died, we hope to put to right this perversion of death, that your servant may go forth into your embrace, and that those that performed this heinous act shall come to swift justice and know your embrace soon enough.
You know, I swear every time we meet, you come closer and closer to making an oath.
I'm not one for doing that many oaths.
Well, yeah, I'll be careful about your wording. Well, I still haven't found any sign of Butcher, but it gotta be around here somewhere, right? Judging by the, conflict.
Yeah. Let's go up. With the prayer house, does it have a... 2 things. 1, does it have a tower? And 2, is that tower still intact?
It did. It doesn't anymore.
Okay. As we slowly start making our way above ground back to the devastation around us in the town, is the omen of the dire raven still pointing in a westerly direction?
From this point, you can just about see. At this point on the horizon, it looks like if you see a gull out at sea from the shore.
Yeah. I look sometime and go, let's look around for your butcher around here and then work out what we do next.
You got it. And you check all the houses, you check the barn. There's not much. There's hardly anything left, and definitely no signs of this butcher. Well, shit. I guess we gotta go check the mine.
That would be a sensible place to go if the village was suddenly attacked.
Also, if I'm a reader and I'm bringing in help, I'm taking the thing that's most precious to them and the most value to me.
That is true. They might still be there then. Let's caution.
You got it. And you head across to where the mine was. As you approach it, there is further destruction. There is just a pit. There is... the land just subsides in. There is nothing there. There has been a total collapse from within. Something within the pit has gone wrong within that mine, and there is now just a crater where the mine should be. And then you just hear Nathaniel just go, "Ah, shit," as he is looking at two halves of a corpse.
I assume you do not need to see Butcher anymore.
Well, it depends. What half are we going to take back? That half or that half?
Does it have to be the whole corpse? Or can it just be the head? Or
I'll just take a hand.
right.
You just see him pull out like a machete. Just he just grabs a hand, opens a bag. You can kind of see like wisps of cold air coming off of it. He's got like enchanted ice in it, and just drops the hand in.
Well, that's one way to do it. Yes. I look at the butcher's corpse. Is it like would you say that it has been cleft into in a single movement, or that someone's tried very badly to hack it in half?
It was a single move, but it was a heavy hit. So a blow like that can only be so clean.
Yeah.
And it's not perfectly down the middle. It's almost like meets at the neck and then kind of goes almost like down and across. Roll me a nature check. Actually, nature or arcana, whichever's better for you.
The same.
Valid.
16 plus 3 for a 19.
Okay, that's more than what you needed. As you're looking down at both halves of Butcher, you notice that the skin has started to grey. More so than you would expect after only a couple of days of being dead. There are, and even on the inside, you can see these tendrils, almost veins, in this dark blackish green colour, that even whilst he is dead, there is still blood, there is still viscera, there is still essence left, and it just seems to soak it up, almost pulsing like a leech, even as the body is defunct.
Yeah.
And they are, on the inside, everywhere. On the outside, underneath the skin, just starting to show.
Like, would you say it's like if someone cauterized it with necromancy?
Not quite cauterize it, more like crawling ivy.
Oh, okay.
But seemingly alive.
Yeah. Are the two halves trying to, is like the veins trying to connect with one another again?
Not that you can see.
I look at Nathaniel and go, well, this was meant to be your kill. How do you want to do this?
I mean, there ain't much left to do, so, I got the hand, that's my proof. Fire.
Fire.
You just see, like, pulls a specific bolt out and loads the crossbow, and you see the tip, rather than being steel or iron, is like a deep red.
Mm.
And he just, like, takes a few paces back, just pulls the crossbow out, and just... And the moment he does, you can see the end of the bolt spark as it launches. The moment it hits by the corpse, just with flame.
Is there any, like... I'm keeping my eye on the corpse as this happens. What's the reaction of the flame onto the veins at the edge?
Oh, the veins are like... They're like fucking flash paper.
Okay.
And the smell of it is awful. Like, you've smelt burning corpses before.
Yeah.
It's not pleasant, but this is worse. It's almost like burning sewage.
Mm.
Whatever this is afflicting this corpse, it is so much worse than a regular dead body.
Mm. As I walk back away, I'd say to Nathaniel, that was a better decision of burning it rather than burying it. I would have. I'm not sure about the impact that corpse would have had on the land.
No, it ain't the only one I've found with that same sort of marking.
Did you find one recently?
They're all over the place. Anything dead in this town? Looks the same.
Is that just very recently, or is that just been time immemorial kind of thing?
I don't know. I've never seen it before. I know, yes, Ethereum mine, magical compound, big problem, causes...
That is...
It takes one person casting a death spell on a raw Ethereum mine and it causes all sorts of shit to happen.
That is true. We don't know how deep the vein of the Ethereum goes, how much land of the village, and how that impacts corpses and wells, lands, crops, everything. That's...
I mean, you can always go down and take a look.
Right, for my sanity, I'm going to check.
Do you go to the edge of the pit?
I go to the edge of the pit.
Make me a perception check.
18 plus 8 for 26.
You can see movement. There is something down there shifting the rock from underneath. Something is still buried that is trying desperately to escape.
I look at Nathaniel. How far deep is this pit?
150 foot.
I look at Nathaniel and say, get as close as you can while remaining in range.
The hell you gonna do?
Being stupid. And I wall slide into the pit.
That is not something I was expecting to happen. Okay.
Right, correction. Clarifying statement first. Is the pit collapsed into like a bowl? Therefore,
it is collapsed into a bowl, yeah. But the sides of the bowl where you are about an 89-degree angle.
Okay. How far down
The movement is in the bottom of the pit.
Right.
To hit a slope, it's probably a 30-foot drop until you then start.
Oh, that's fine. I will then use one use of my Starlight Step down to where the skirting side starts, so I'm not just randomly jumping into a pit.
You just hear from the top of the pit, it's like, "You crazy bastard!"
Used to it.
But yeah, I'm still gonna have to make you. I don't know whether it's an acrobatics or an athletics. It's technically both. It's a DC 20.
Yeah.
Because you're sliding, it's a rough surface, it is not friendly.
Mm-hmm.
I will let you decide whether you're going to do this using athletics,
Athletics, right.
acrobatics, or athletics.
I'm going to do acrobatics because I'm not an athletic boy. Okay. That's... Okay. That's a 13 on the die plus 8. For a 21.
What's 9 plus 10? 21?
21.
Okay, right.
Thank you, magical item. Getting me over.
Oh yeah, the nimble tunic!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's just about enough for you to not end up getting hurt by it.
Yeah.
Before you make it down, and then you make it to the bottom of the pit. There is rubble and all sorts just strewn everywhere. The bit that's kind of like moving that you can see is about 30 feet ahead of you.
Okay. Right. I can't see creature, can I?
No.
Does it look like it's struggling to actually get above the surface, or that it's just?
It's the surface is starting to shift where it is moving, but obviously it's still further down that it is buried.
Yeah. I will take a stone next to me and lob it in the direction.
Okay. It hits the ground, stops moving for a moment, and starts again as it begins to, almost like the shell of an egg, just kind of pulse upwards as a hand eventually breaks through.
What kind of hand?
A metal hand.
Okay. As the metal hand bursts, I will hide behind the rock.
You just hear the cussing and mithering as the thunder is currently. You see at the top there is now just a single black pole that has rope wrapped around it. He is then tied off more rope and tied off more rope. It's just like abseiled down. And he just like sees the hand, is like immediately crossbow comes out.
Yeah. That's why you have pythons, friends. You can make sure your rope isn't flying in the wind as you're climbing down cliffs.
Yeah. But, also having an immovable rod to tie it off to help.
Sneaky. Yeah, I will hide as soon as I see the hand burst up.
Yeah. And just like, you just hear nothing and go, "Your friend down there?" And there is a very muffled response. Shoot, alright. Cross goes on back, he goes over, grabs the metal hand, and he really just starts pulling. And eventually, as he does, someone is revealed. I just need to go back to my notes and make sure I say that they are the right race. Flipping heck.
Oh no, it's Rupert Everett from the seminal classic Inspector Gadget.
A Goliath.
Gotcha.
As they are pulled out of the rubble by Nathaniel.
In the best way possible, do they look like peasantry or do they look like raiders?
You would assume raider, but they also look hurt.
Okay.
And this metal arm that he has, he's battered and busted. It looks like it's barely hanging on to its functionality, but so does the rest of him. He is cut, he is bruised. There's a big black swath of bruising there, which indicates that he's probably broken ribs.
And internal bleeding, yeah.
Yeah.
I walk over and help them out.
And he just often spits up blood and dust and just grossness. Thank you. Who the fuck are you two?
We're just travellers who are coming through, honestly. Notice a bit of problems happening.
I have the truth.
How long have you been under there?
Hours, days, I'm not sure.
Right. Are you from the village?
No, I ain't from this fucking village.
Right, okay. Good to know. What's your name?
Only name anyone calls me is Gutshot.
I mean, it looks like you have been shot in the guts at the moment.
You say that, he goes to turn to look, and you just see the wince of pain as he's obviously trying to turn his torso on broken ribs.
I would probably advise you not to move too much. You are quite injured.
He looks like he's going to throw up.
Would you like some alcohol? If you've been under there for a couple of days, I'm sure you've probably taken in some dirt and soil and soot, which is probably not nice for you.
Whatever you got, I'll take it.
I get some of the bad rum. And pass some of the remains of the bad rum.
Oh, fuck me. I just keeps drinking it.
I mean, at least your taste buds have survived, which is something. Is there anyone else down there with you, or are you the only?
I was the only one, I think.
How did
This thing kept me alive, and he gestures to the battered prosthetic he has.
That's a lovely little device, and glad it saved you. Do you know what caused this collapse?
Fucking gnome.
Did the gnome do something in particular?
Oh yeah, he decided to set up a fucking wall of force so no one could get the fuck out of the pit, and then set off a fucking myriad of explosives.
Ah, that would do it. Does this gnome particularly have a name?
I don't fucking know.
Right, so
I never met the cunt before.
Explosive happy gnome who can cast quite powerful magic. Good to know.
He wasn't no mage.
Okay.
It was all fuses and explosives, no fucking fireworks.
I was thinking more of the wall of force.
Alright.
No, that's probably
Caught him out of the corner of my eye at a scroll.
so interesting. Is there anyone anywhere we can get you for medical attention, or
I just need some rest before I head back home.
where is home?
Daggerford.
Do you need us to accompany you there?
I can get back on my own. I don't need no one.
I, at that point, just drop his arm and let it hit his side of his ribs, which are broken. I ask you again, would you like some help getting home?
He doesn't respond, but he just glares at you. Is it? You need to share. Hey, D.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
Of course. Try and not move. You'll cause yourself excruciating pain and may necessitate us to put you down for your own sanity. We'll be back in 1 moment.
And D just takes you aside, far enough out of earshot as possible, and just goes,
Yeah.
You know who that is, right?
No, I don't know. Who is it?
He says his name was Gutshot, right?
Yes, yeah.
Uh-huh. I've heard that name. That is the name of a leader of a raider group out of Daggerford. You don't think
That the raiders have just raided this place and got something else and left someone behind.
or whatever got butchered got them? He said it was a gnome. Maybe that gnome, I don't know, got out the pit before locking him in, took out Butcher.
I mean, this is a lot of devastation for one.
Yeah, you think you got a whole raiding party come through, and then the gnome's down in the pit, sees them, locks them in, sets off the explosives, takes out people on the surface? I don't know.
Do you think the gnome also did summon the Revenant as well?
That's your area of expertise. I'm no good with the undead, unless you count killing them.
Yeah, that's true. Right, we're going to ask our friend some questions. And then...
If he's who I think he is, he ain't gonna answer no questions, but I mean, that's a bounty not even bounty hunters will go for. Because he is dangerous, but he is currently weak, and we outnumber him.
Well, there are ways to persuade people to talk. Just... You and Doris keep dying.
I'm already a spell just in case, okay?
Yes. As we walk back over, I look at Gutshot and go, before we rest up and, you know, set some of your bones a little bit before we head off to Daggerford, were you responsible for what happened in the village by any chance?
He just kind of like looks up and around the pit. What's it matter now?
Quite a lot, actually, as I take my sickle and stab it into the sides of his broken ribs.
So what if I am? What are you gonna do about it?
Quite a bit, actually, as I pull the sickle up through the broken ribs, cutting open the sides.
Roll for initiative.
Ooh, yay. That's a 21.
That is 21 for you. That is a 20 for Nathaniel.
Ooh.
And then Gutshot has 5.
He's injured.
He's not a dexterous man.
No, he is injured, so we can forgive him.
Not a dexterous man, but not to be trifled with either. And right, we'll take it away. Top of the initiative. On, I would also say, if you attempt to move, this is considered difficult terrain. It is very rocky and unstable.
Noted.
William, take it away.
All right. Let's do a precise strike. With one of the tentacles. That's advantage on the roll. 8 or a 14 plus 7 for a 21.
21 will hit.
Okay, 21. Hang on, I need to get on my list. Let's do Devotee the Pale Rider at the same time for Demoralize and Strike. So let's do. I need D8. I need D4s and I need D8s. So it's D4 is 3 plus 4 is 7 plus D8. That's a 1. For 8 points of slashing damage. Oh, sorry, elven accuracy. I get to roll an extra. Yeah, no. So that's 8 points of damage, and I also have a wisdom saving.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage from the first strike.
Okay. And a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, please.
That is 18 on the dice.
That beats it. So they are they have disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Okay.
Rather than being fully frightened. And then the do I do that? Yes, maybe. Ooh. Yeah, and then bonus action. Chilling Smite.
Okay.
As I do my second attack.
Yep.
Which is a 16 plus numbers. 16 plus 7.
Will hit.
Yeah. So that is a 1d4 plus 4. So that's, again, another 7 points of slashing damage plus 4d6 cold damage.
I am suddenly very scared of your character.
That's 10 points of cold damage. Can I have a Constitution saving throw, please?
Constitution saving. Jesus
Yes,
Christ. Okay. That is 12 plus 8, dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. They only take the additional damage.
Okay.
And having done that, I just turn, look at him, and go, that was quite a lot of death, and you have also desecrated an entire town. That will not go unanswered.
And then next in the initiative is Nat, and all you hear is, hands up! As you just unloads, you notice that the bolt he's got in the loaded in Doris is not got a traditional arrowhead. It's almost got like a rounded like pellet.
Oh, nice! Yeah.
It pops up, and then you see the runes charge down, like I don't know what you call that kind of like underbody bit of a crossbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they just charge down it, and then you just see as he just presses the trigger, it just sends a wave of magic out with it as he casts Catapult.
Nice.
Which I believe Catapult, he needs to make a save, doesn't he?
I believe he does.
Which is why I should always have... I do have a spell app on my phone, which I use very regularly. I need to keep it loaded up.
Dex save.
It's Dex save, thank you.
Oh,
that's a 3.
What level are you casting Catapult at?
Just one. He is not.
Okay.
Nathaniel is not a renowned spellcaster, but it's still 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that will hurt.
Oh, baby, and that is 19 from just the one.
Mm-hmm. Has he still got his cold runes activated as well?
He does, so he also gets a d6 of... Okay, another 2, so 21. Okay. And then he is gonna reload Doris, ready for another shot. Obviously, casting a spell takes his action.
Mm-hmm.
It is now Gutshot's turn. And you are closest.
That's fine.
As you see him just like tense the fist, and you see suddenly the spiked protrusions on both knuckles as he charges up, impacting strike. That is an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And this will hurt.
Calculator.
There is no better way of phrasing it, unfortunately. This will just hurt.
No, that's fine.
Doesn't it fucking half? Jesus. That is 18, 28, 31 force damage as he just thunders the hit in to your gut.
I kind of use the sickle that's kind of like lodged in the ribs as like an anchor point, and take the hit, move with it, and pull with the sickle, but like keeping my eyes locked with his as he does this.
And then that's that. He now gets his second attack. Second attack is a 15 to hit.
That misses.
It just like lodges it in and then like, draws back where you've got it like lodged in. He kind of goes for a hook but can't turn his body properly because you've just got the sickle in there.
Yeah.
And it's probably close, but you just feel like breeze past your neck. Just this metal black iron arm. You can feel, you can almost hear the hissing of the internal mechanics of it. He needs to roll his recharge. It does not recharge. He just goes like, if I'm going down, I'm taking you to the fucking grave with me.
Okay. I don't say that okay out loud. I go just stare him down. But I'm like, okay.
Just sure, Jan. Gwydion, it is your turn again.
Okay. Let's then do. Yeah, why not? Bonus action again, Chilling Smite.
Okay.
As let's do another lot of Precise Strike. So that's, I get to roll advantage with Elven Accuracy. That's 3d20 I get to roll.
Oh my god, okay.
So that is 15. And that is an 18. So 18 plus 7 is 25 to hit.
That'll fucking hit.
Okay, so I need... do I get sneak attack on this as well?
You rolled with advantage, so yeah, you would.
Yeah, I do, yes, that's okay.
Motherfucker.
I didn't do sneak attack last time, because... Should I retroactively add a sneak attack last time?
No! I'm nice, but I'm not that nice.
Okay, right, let's do... That is a 4 plus 4, that's an 8, plus d8 is 6, so that's...
14.
14, plus sneak attack is 6, that's 20?
Yeah.
Plus the Chilling Smite. Ooh! 6, 12, 15, 19. Yeah, that's 19 from Chilling Smite. On top of that, can also then have a Constitution saving throw, and why not Demoralizing Strike for a Wisdom saving throw as well? for my first attack. Hi.
Please describe your takedown of Gutshot. That was so much damage after the catapult hit.
As I take it, and as he says, if I'm going down, I bring you down with me, I just cast Chilling Smite, and I stab it into his chest, up and out through his throat, so the blade pierces through his neck, and I just lean in and whisper, I have died many times before. Your journey will not be swift. And you would do this alone. As I then just bring it back out and let it just gurgle out of his neck and the chest wound.
You just hear from behind you. Damn! I thought he put more of a fight.
I mean, he was injured. So let's. I mean,
you're also feeling that hit as well.
I am feeling that hit. I'm trying to compose myself. That hurt.
Yeah. I rolled 2 9s, a 10, and a 3 on 4d10. It was a brutal hit.
Well, very clearly, this individual did a bit of the killing in the village, going by what's protruding from the arm.
Yeah.
So, and you said there's a bounty on him as well.
Huh?
Would you like to claim the bounty?
Me?
I mean, you can claim it.
Hunter's code. You got the kill, you claim the bounty.
You can claim it for me. I have issues.
I don't know you got issues, but we gotta go get the reward for Butcher from Thorn River.
Okay.
And that's the most likely place that the bounty for this fucker's being held as well.
Okay. You take the arm, I take the head.
Shoot! You have to tell me twice. And he just gets the machete and just uses it to just kind of pry it off the shoulder.
Yeah.
So, now what in the Sam heck am I going to do with this thing?
I mean, use it, sell it. There's probably some trade you can make for it. As I take the head off and say, Nat, could you open your pouch? Put the head in, please. Thank you so much. And I deposit the head in.
Dang. He just throw the arm over his shoulder and slide it. I think there's a bit of a passage down into the pit from where he crawled out.
Let's be very cautious. But we also have to now collect some bounty as well. Also, one just last thing. As I go up to the hand that Nat's put over their back, and I arrange the fingers in such a way that the middle finger is obviously.
I love that.
And then descend into the tunnel that Gutshots has made.
I will have to get you to make a dexterity saving throw to make sure you don't disturb anything. Call it DC 15.
Okay, well that's a. What is my saving? That's a dirty 20.
Nice.
16 plus 4.
Add 19 on the dice for Nat, so you're both fine. It is dusty and dark, and it stinks of that smell of cordite after fireworks.
Mm.
You get down into what looks like a little, almost as if when it went off, he used some sort of feature with this arm that he had to create just enough of a shield for himself that the rubble just kind of formed a blockade around him. There is very little in here you can see. There's some last glimmering shards of Ethereum, and a small enough space you wouldn't, with your passive perception, you can find it. There are a couple of dusty, lightly scorched blueprints.
Collecting blueprint.
Do you read Gnomish?
No.
Okay. You don't know what they say, but in the middle of the schematic, there's 3 things. One is some sort of schematic for some sort of weapon, maybe a cannon. One looks like a prosthetic, but a body made out of the prosthetics. Just a full torso, arms, legs, head.
Ooh.
And the third, rather than a blueprint, looks more like a page of notes. All again written in very hasty, slanted Gnomish. And in the middle is just the image of a blue ball that seems to have an arcane glow to it. Similar to the glow of Ethereum.
Ooh. So, just because it's in my brain. So the suit. Are we talking big enough for one person, or are we talking Gundam for gnomes?
Neither.
Oh.
This does not look like a suit. If anything, in the drawing, it looks like a skeleton.
Oh, I have a question I don't think I know the answer to. But I'm going to question it. Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
Can Ethereum be used to magically anchor a soul to the mortal plane once the body has died?
I will ask you to roll me an Arcana. It will be a very difficult check. You will probably need a 25 to get that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not getting that. No, even with a dirty 20, I am not getting that. Like I was just asking because that's where my brain's going.
Yeah, as far as you are aware, the only application of it that has been found is in the creation of magic items and in enchanting. There has been no other use found for it. Of course, that makes it very valuable because it's a very sought after commodity. But other than that...
Okay. I'm going to keep a hold of the blueprints and the notes.
Mm-hmm.
And... looking around and seeing there's not much else down here, I'm going to say, Daniel, do you see anything else down here?
Means that you can see where, in the dirt, where the tracks were that gut shot was obviously sat.
Mm.
He just looks down and just like reaches down and picks up from in the dust an oracle card. He holds up to you. The Fool.
Please, DM, what is an oracle card?
So oracle cards are similar to tarot cards, but slightly different. So tarot cards, I'll be honest, I am no expert in this. Very clear. I have only kind of dabbled in tarot. Tarot is obviously used for divining things. In a sense, you can ask questions, whereas oracle cards are slightly different. They have a lot more meaning to the person themselves. I'm imagining with oracle cards, it's more like to quote the originators and the masters of this sort of thing, Critical Role, it's a lot more like Molly's deck. And how Jester then interprets things as different cards.
Yeah. Okay.
This one definitely looks handmade.
Okay. So what's the image on? Is it the whole deck or just a single card?
So it's a single card. The image on it is, we'll do it split fold again, like they do with Molly's deck. So on one half you have actually the warrior, and it is an image of Gutshot with his fist raised to the air. And on the flip side is Gutshot with a sword ran through his torso. A gut shot, if you will.
I look at the image and go, well, he knew what was coming there.
Well, I don't know if him coming here after receiving this was stupid, but sure shit weren't smart.
Adds to the evidence you have that this was in fact Gutshot, that you had the corpse for.
Good idea. He'll pocket that as well.
Right.
I think we get out of here.
Let's go drop off these bounties.
Yeah. You delicately make your way out of the pit and back to the rope, which Nathaniel has brought down, and just pulling yourselves up. Now, once you're both safely up, he pulls the rope up, he activates the immovable rod, pockets that, rolls the rope up. I don't suppose you know they got any horses hanging around town?
I would imagine that they, even if they did, they may not have many more.
Right.
Unless the raiders have somehow kept a couple of them. If a few of them died in the mines, there might be some nearby we could go get to.
He opens his pack and just like looks. Just like the rod comes out, something else comes out, just like things kind of picks up the head. Got it. And he brings out a gem. I think it's be a tourmaline, I think.
Okay.
And I ain't quite sure how to use these, but should help. It is a spell gem.
Ooh. What spell is in the spell gem?
It's conjure animals.
Oh. Hang on, let me bring up conjure animals spell on. Oh. Okay. Unless. Because I'm looking at the wrong spell. I'm looking at the new version of the spell, not the old version of the spell. Helpful. Okie dokie. Let's summon. Would love to do that. I will summon 2 war horses. Using
Valid. Cool. As you do it, like the gem almost like cracks and splinters and then splits apart into dust as it is used. And you hear the thundering of hooves and the braying of war horses as they appear out of the ether. What would they look like as you've summoned them?
Oh, so there'll be the 2 that are summoned. There is one that is a pale war horse with like speckled black socks on each of the hooves, and you can't help but look at this conjured horse and notice that there's an element that's like intangible. And that it's if you try to stare at it too long, you start noticing you get like fuzzy vision. There is some slight wisps coming off it. While the other one is more of a dark, deep chestnut horse with eyes that are bloodshot, with the manes neatly tied up into plaits, so everything's like regimented, ordered, in keeping.
Nice. Huh. I guess that bounty on that druid paid off after all. Okay.
Right. Saddle up.
Really just a full Legolas just like grabs the neck and just flips up onto it.
Yeah.
Thorn River?
Thorn River, as I lean down and whisper to the horse, "If you may, take us both to Thorn River with haste."
And you both set off into the setting embers of the day. And what might await you as just that image of the dire raven flying west comes back to your mind? Is that an omen for ill or for good? And we're going to find out later on in this campaign. Tim, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thanking you. I have no wish plans now.
And I believe this is actually going to be the last of the one-shots before the day where we actually meet for our first live session of Season 2 of Heroes and Hijinks of Trinkets and Trickery. And yeah, I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Same. I am really excited.
Good. Hopefully everyone watching is as well. And until we see you on Sunday, have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Bye.